Can you pick me up? I'm scared.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with another reading. This video is going to be very different, and I'm a little bit excited and somewhat nervous on making this video because I'm diving into the messy, catty MUA makeup world on YouTube. So if you guys have been paying your bills, drinking water, and minding your business, and sipping tea from the divine, and just keeping to yourself, then you probably don't know what's going on, and maybe you don't give a shit. And I don't blame you if you don't give a shit. However, you're here because you love me, so we're just gonna give a shit for as long as how long this video lasts. We are going to be diving in Gabriel, Manny Mua, Jeffree Star, yes, Jeffree Star. And anybody I'm missing? Nikita Dragun and Lorly. Now, if you guys watched the beginning of the video, then you guys have already seen all the screenshots. You've seen how I felt about all of it, just a funny little skit that I did. So thank you for watching that. That took me forever and a day to do. So now that you guys are up to speed on what exactly is going on, I'm going to ask specific questions using tarot and all of that so we know exactly what is going to happen next. I wanted to wait until the drama simmered down, but I already know it's not over. So without further ado, let's begin. Before I start making this video, let's keep in mind, before I start making this video, I do not stand by racism, hypocrisy, and bigotry. I will keep all of my opinions towards the end of this video. That way we focus on what the cards have to say. We focus on what spirit has to say, astrology, the stars. I am going to dissect why this is just some crazy shit, and funny enough, more than likely the cards will express it. We might even see things we don't know. We might even see things that Jeffree Star hasn't confirmed or denied. So I'm going to see it, but I will say this, the truth is going to start coming out by the end of this year. I feel like we're going to know everything, and it's going to be very messy. So let's just pull some cards and see what's going on. I stand by none of these people. I'm not taking sides. We're just going to see. So, let's begin. My first question. My first question that I would like to know, were all of them in cahoots and posting that picture that started this train wreck in the first place? So let's see if all of them were in cahoots. We're going to make the questions short, sweet, and straight to the damn point, and we'll go deeper into certain things about each and every person. Were they all in cahoots to post that picture after Jeffree Star and Shane's video went viral? Were they all in cahoots to take some positivity away from Jeffree Star? Were they all in cahoots? That's all. Were they all in cahoots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because we have the Hangman in reverse. We have 9 of Wands. We have Queen of Swords. And Queen of Swords, in my opinion, actually represents Jeffree Star. We also have 10 of Wands. And then we have 4 of Swords. So I'm going to say yes. The reason why I'm going to say yes, that they knew what they were doing, all of them, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing because they knew that the positive outpour that Jeffree Star received was going to end up making them look bad because the light will be shined on them. Well, what did you do for you guys to not be friends? So they knew that. So why not take positivity away and put it on us? 7 of Swords. They didn't like that the positivity was being on him. We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So granted, all of them were just hell nah, he did this to us, he was this person, he was that person. We're not gonna have him get all of these views and all of this publicity when he fucked us all over. So that's how they were feeling. So they did what they did. And I'm going to show you guys the picture that they posted. And then from there, Gabriel started tweeting he would never stand by a racist. He didn't really say that verbatim, but he started saying those things. So the first question is, yes, they knew what the fuck they were doing. Now, Gabriel was the first to get caught on fire. Okay, he was the sacrificial lamb. He was the first one to get caught on fire. And he was the only one, in my honest opinion, that had a very honest and transparent and mature apology. What I loved about his apology was that he didn't bring up the fact that he's from Alabama, so he doesn't know any better. He didn't say, oh, if this offended you, I'm sorry. He was very straightforward, and he apologized, and he said he will do better. So here's my thing. When people apologize, you don't really necessarily have to trust them, but I can respect the fact that you did, especially with the platform that he had, and he took full responsibility. However, he also called out Manny, saying, what do you mean that you just didn't read the caption on top of the picture when you liked it and you were running around, you were in your hotel room? He was spilling that fucking tea, including Laura Lee and Nikita Dragun. So he said everything he needed to say in that video. So if you guys want to see that apology, y'all can check that out. So now that Gabriel has apologized to not only Jeffree Star, but to his subscribers for the racist comments that he said, people started digging deeper, and they found a lot of nasty tweets that Laura Lee said and Nikita Dragun. So now they're waiting for their apology. So now we're going to switch to Laura Lee. Now, Laura Lee, in my opinion, I mean, that bitch is on fire. Let me tell you why she's on fire. I can honestly say by the end of this month, she is more than likely going to lose 1 million subscribers. That's not a prediction. I mean, if you go on socialblaze.com or whatever it's called, you're gonna see she's losing subscribers by the minute. So by the end of this month, she will lose 1 million subscribers, and she was caught buying subscribers. So my next question is, obviously she was not sorry about what she did. She's paying for it because that fake ass apology. How is she feeling right now, Laura Lee? Since Gabriel called her out, how does Laura Lee feel? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How does she feel? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so funny enough, there's a collaboration that she's working on. However, I don't feel like I feel like it will do okay because she was promised a certain amount, and I feel like she has to move forward, but she's going to lose a lot of money. It's talking about how so much was on the table for her to make a lot of money this year, but she fucked it up. So we have 8 of Wands in reverse. We have 5 of Swords protecting what she has. Ace of Pentacles. She had a lot of products. She had a lot of projects on the table, and it's completely shot to hell. So guys, we're not going to hear from her. We're not going to see her. The Hermit card. She is going to disappear. Knight of Swords. People are going to continue to attack her. And she's going to get some bad news that some of her collaborations are going to be put on ice or put on hold or even canceled. So even though this opportunity could have gave her a lot of money, this is 9 of Cups. And even though she was making a lot of deals, this is 2 of Cups. The internet, the Hierophant card, is Justice. The all-seeing eye, if you guys can see the all-seeing eye right there. 10 of Pentacles, losing a lot of money. So I don't feel like we're going to hear from her for a long time. She's definitely going to go in hiding. She's definitely going to go in hiding. 4 of Wands. Granted, 4 of Wands, it's 4 people that she's not going to be speaking to. Plus, moving on, but not in the way that she would like. She looks like she's gonna have like an eat, pray, love trip. Like she's just not trying to be here. Queen of Cups. So she's definitely speaking to a female in regards to what to do. And Queen of Swords. Interesting enough, I kind of see this as Jeffree Star. Queen of Swords. So why did Jeffree Star pop up in this spread? So let me see what happened between Laura Lee and Jeffree Star, because he just popped up in her spread. So my next question is, what happened between her and Laura Lee? I will get to Jeffree Star and Manny Mua, but what the fuck happened to Jeffree Star? See the star card. I'm not joking. I'm not making this shit up. What happened? Let's talk. So Laura Lee definitely saw Jeffree Star as a star. Like, she was starstruck when she first saw him. She was just, oh my God, he's so fabulous. He's so this, he's so that. So in a weird way, she emulated him. She even started carrying his mannerisms. All of them did. Let's just keep it a fucking 1,000. All of them started sounding like him when they were all hanging out, okay? He has that effect on people. And I just felt like, who the fuck am I watching? Jeffree Star or Manny Mua? I just felt like, you know, you guys are just letting his energy rub off on you, and you guys are not really being true to yourself. So I felt like she was in the sauce and just starstruck by Jeffree Star. Starstruck. So what happened? And I don't think anybody knows what happened. Ooh. Okay. So this is what I feel that's what happened. So this is Jeffree Star right now. We have Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands in reverse, the Judgment card in reverse, and then we have Four of Wands in reverse. When I think of wands, like the Wands card is a lot of action, knowledge. So Jeffree Star was teaching her a lot of shit. So I want to see, what was he teaching her? Maybe to have her own brand? What was she teaching her? Okay. Wow. Hold the fuck. You bitch. Okay. Let me spill it. So we have Two of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Judgment card. There was a business deal on the table here. There was a business deal on the table. And one thing that Jeffree Star does, I don't want to say he's spiritual, but he knows when people are about to attack him. He knows when people are about to come for him. He was actually testing her. In a weird, evil Scorpio way, she fell into his trap, and she ended up exposing herself for her true intentions. Now, granted, I will say that her intentions were pure in the beginning. However, she wanted to elevate herself. So I feel like this was a business transaction that went left, because whatever she did, it only benefited her, and it didn't benefit Jeffree Star, who put a lot in it. Okay? Three of Swords, Eight of fucking Cups. So that's like the breakup that happened. So Jeffree Star, in a way, he was like, somebody is using me. He felt like this group of people were using him. So he started planting seeds. When he planted the seeds, guess who dug up the hole first? Laura Lee dug up the hole first. So he saw that she had intentions to level up, even if it double-crossed him. So Jeffree Star saw that as betrayal. So she probably went in business with somebody. She probably gave formulas and secrets to somebody else. Whatever she did, it was betrayal, and it wasn't going to help Jeffree Star financially. Okay? Jeffree Star lost a lot of money because of Laura Lee, and she lost a lot of money. He lost a lot of money. The Emperor card. I think that's Manny. So Jeffree Star lost a lot of money in the sake of helping his quote-unquote friends. So am I on Jeffree Star's side? Again, I'm not taking any sides right now, but it's really all right here. He planted seeds, and she was the first to fall into his trap. So Jeffree Star is aware of this. He lost a lot of money. He had to rebuild and invest. It was bad. It was bad. He became very protective of his brand, Two of Swords. Very protective of what he was doing. I think this is Jeffree Star's man. He helped recenter Jeffree Star, because Jeffree Star was fucking losing it. He felt betrayed. I do feel like Jeffree Star went into a depression because of that. Seven of Wands. I do think he had to rebuild all over again, and he was still confused, like, why would she do that? Why would she double cross me? I never did anything to her. And he still had snakes in his grass. So Jeffree Star started planting a whole bunch of seeds everywhere, and he's like, okay, well, let me start planting some seeds. Let me start offering opportunities, and let me see how they react, and let me call this person and tell them the same thing, and let me see how that corresponds. Because Jeffree didn't know where the craziness was coming from, he started being very sneaky and planting seeds, and he ended up getting the answers that he was looking for. Queen of Swords came up as the last position. I'm not fucking lying here. So Laura Lee betrayed him business-wise. That is what happened. She betrayed him business-wise and fucked him over and used all of his connects. So that is what I'm seeing for Laura Lee. So not only Laura Lee had a very fake apology, but she ended up using Jeffree Star. And it's just so crazy. Because to me, it's like all of you mean girls ended up turning around and being mean to each other. And then, rather than taking Gabriel's side, y'all let him take the most heat for the time, because now Laura Lee and Manny Mua is catching heat. So now let me see Nikita Dragun, because out of all the people in this group, she's the most quietest. So let me see her intentions right now. What are her intentions? Vicky, has Nikita Dragun said anything?
Not that I know of.
Okay, Nikita Dragun has been the most quiet. And all honesty, guys, this is my opinion. Being quiet is just as loud as saying something, okay? If you're quiet, you're either guilty or you're trying not to be involved. So let me see where she stands. Nikita is focusing on her money moves. She is not getting involved. She feels like all I did was like the picture, and you guys are trying to drag me into this shit, and you guys are trying to literally trying to nail me on the cross for something I said, what, years ago? All honesty, her spread doesn't look that bad. I feel like out of everybody in this group, she will survive this. She will survive this negativity. Will she lose followings? Yes, but not as crazy as Laura Lee and Manny Mua. And that has a lot to do with her not saying anything. Basically, she's using an old method to get her out of it. And that's basically by saying nothing and not addressing it. Her whole thing is silence is golden. Her relationship and her friendship with these people are coming to an end, though. We're not going to see her take pictures with any of these people anymore. She is thinking businesswoman. She's not thinking with her emotions. She said that video, which is really not an apology. I don't know. It was just very weird. It was just very like, whatever. I said that when I was 15. So that's her whole stand on it. So she's not going to say anything and speak on it at all. She is about her money. And she's going to continue protecting Four of Swords. She's going to continue protecting what she has. And we are also not going to see her be as personal on social media as well. And we are not going to see her be as vocal on social media. She comes up as the Hermit card. Interesting. She comes up as the Hermit card. We're not going to see her be vocal. So that's what I'm seeing for Nikita Dragun. Okay, bitch, smart. I mean, I still think, you know, it's whatever. I mean, okay. My opinions towards the end. Let me shut up. All right. So let's get to the meat. The meat. What is going on between Jeffree Star and Manny Mua? And then I'm going to see Jeffree Star and where he fits in all of this. So this is Manny Mua and Jeffree Star. This is their past position card, the Temperance card. So they balanced each other out beautifully. Okay. And don't think that I didn't peep that once upon a time not long ago that Manny Mua was Patrick Starr's good best buddy friend. And then all of a sudden, miraculously, he became Jeffree Star's best friend and dropped Patrick Starr like a bad habit. I don't miss shit. And hence why I really made a good decision in unfollowing all of them at one point. But being that the drama was so crazy and my friends were calling me saying, girl, you got to do a reading on it, I'm back in the sauce and I'm just sitting back sipping my divine tea and watching the madness unfold. Well, the madness is really going on socialblade.com and seeing all the subscribers decrease. It's just like, damn. Shit, I would move to Thailand and change my fucking name if I was going through this type of bullshit. What happened with Jeffree Star? Ooh, those cards flew out. Nikki Tutorial, she was in the mix once upon a time not long ago. Remember when Nikki Tutorial, Manny Mua, and Jeffree Star all had a video together? You could tell how awkward Nikki felt towards Manny. It wasn't really Jeffree, it was definitely Manny. Like she just looked very awkward around him. So, you know, I peeped that. And she felt that way about Manny. Intuitively, I'm like, that's for Manny. That's not really for Jeffree. But then again, her and Nikki fell out. But anyway, back to Jeffree and Manny. Wow, it's the same thing. It's the same thing that I saw for Laura Lee. Some of the cards are very similar. But the difference is, what's weird enough, I'm not gonna lie, I got Page of Wands. And then Five of Wands. So from Jeffree, what I'm feeling intuitively is, it's weird. It's almost like Jeffree did the same thing for Laura. Planting seeds, seeing their intentions. Planting seeds, seeing their intentions. Five of Wands. So he was aware that his secrets or what they spoke about in private were being mysteriously put out there. That I will say. They were doing business together. It was doing relatively well. I know they went through some lawsuit. It's the same vibe. I think Laura Lee and Manny Mua did the same thing. Something in regards to taking Jeffree Star's connection and dropping him like a bad habit. I feel like Jeffree Star could have saved these friendships and kind of put them in their place in a way where they would be apologetic. But what ended up happening was, y'all know Jeffree Star is a Scorpio. He read them for fucking filth. And he was disgusted with them. He said what he had to say to the point where this friendship will never be the same. Like never. The Moon card. So Jeffree was watching them get success, their makeup line, all of that stuff, using the same people that Jeffree Star uses. So again, I'm not on Jeffree Star's side, but I am seeing the same energy from Laura Lee, how she came in, got what she wanted, and bounced. It's the same thing for Manny Mua. He came into the picture, got what he wanted, and even though he was still nice with Jeffree Star, something happened in between the mix where what I will say is Jeffree Star is big on loyalty. He's very, very big on loyalty. So he felt like, why aren't you being loyal to me? I'm the one that did this and that for you. And being that Manny Mua is an Aries, who the fuck are you talking to? Okay, so Jeffree Star's energy was more so of, why aren't you being loyal to me? I feel like with Jeffree Star, this was all about loyalty. And this was all about, let me do what I do best. Don't make connections behind my back. Don't do all of these things behind my back, because you wouldn't have had these connections had it not been for me. That's where Jeffree Star is coming from. It's more so like, let me do what I do because these are my connections. I'm being nice to give that to you, but don't do this behind my back because that's sneaky as hell. And Manny Mua being the Aries that he is, first of all, don't tell me what to do. I didn't do anything wrong. Everything flopped. Everything went left. And I'm just, you know, trying to do my own thing. So what's the problem with me reaching out if I'm paying him my money to do it? And then Jeffree Star is more so like, well, what the fuck? Why are you making it a secret? Because I'm hearing it from this person that you talked to him. Like, why didn't you just tell me if this was my connection? That is where Jeffree Star is coming from. So Jeffree Star being hot-headed, he cussed them out. A 2-piece and a biscuit. He cussed them out. And they took that as, oh my God, you're a fake ass friend. I'm never going to talk to you again. It was a nasty argument. Jeffree Star and Manny Mua. You know what I'm saying? And Manny Mua was not understanding that Jeffree Star was seeing this as all-out betrayal. Laura Lee, there wasn't a cuss out session with Laura Lee. With Laura Lee, he planted seeds and she ended up digging up the seed and he caught her. And it was just more so like, I'm going to cut you off quietly. But Manny Mua was a big betrayal for Jeffree Star. So Jeffree Star could have handled it better. And this is where it talks about his tongue being very venomous. What he says, not thinking, no filter. And what he said to Manny Mua, he can't come back from that. But Jeffree Star, from what I'm seeing in the cards, he feels justified in what he did. So this is why everything happening now, he's seeing it as karma at its finest. You did the same thing to me, and now you're upset that all of your dirty laundry is coming out there. Yeah. The Tower card. The Tower card is Manny Mua's last position. Okay. High Priestess card. Yep, the world knows, and more information is going to continue to come out. Queen of Wands. I think a female is going to release more information about the situation. So here's my next question. Is Jeffree Star behind all of this craziness? Because randomly, all of this dirt is coming out. So is he behind this? Let me see if he's behind this. Because, you know, he's shady as hell, too. Let's see. Is he behind this? Is he behind this? Is he behind this? Is he behind this? Yes, I'm going to say yes, but not in the way that you think. And he knows the female that's going to release more information. Okay, Jeffree Star, I'm just going to say this. This is a Scorpio. This is a Scorpio's vengeance right here. What's interesting about this is he's not directly coming for them one by one. What he did was he started planting seeds for other people to find out, to dig. This girl is going to dig and expose. He basically felt like you guys used me. Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords. This was Jeffree Star last year. You guys used me. See, Ten of Swords. That's him. So what did he do? This was planned. And he went into hiding. Jeffree Star went into hiding. He waited for this moment. This girl's going to release more information. See, they're connected. They're connected. They're connected. I feel like it's a blogger. They're connected. He's catching everyone. Jeffree Star. This is Jeffree Star. This is definitely Jeffree Star. They owe him money, by the way. Manny Mua owes him money. Strength card. Okay. This is revenge. Every sense of the word, this is revenge. Because you are not going to just have all of this success, use my connections, and not know my side of the story. And what's interesting enough, it's saying that Jeffree Star was willing to be the bad guy for as long as he needed to be. He was waiting on a moment, the right moment, for one of them to slip. And whoever slipped first, whoever is watching them, whoever's blogging about this, whoever has the real tea, he said, whatever you do with the information I told you, that's entirely up to you. That's why he tweeted, the truth will come out. There's only 4 months in the year. He is indirectly pulling strings to really show exactly what these people did to him without exactly being messy and just saying it straightforward. Because he doesn't want to look like he's being messy. He wants the internet to do that. He wants the internet to expose them. Not saying that he's the angel here. However, in this entire spread that I've done, he is the one that caught the most hell first. And we watched how these gurus threw Gabriel under the bus and left him to die. So unfortunately, Gabriel was the starting point that Jeffree Star needed for everything to be a domino effect of what we're seeing right now. So did he went out of his way to fuck them up? No. They kind of did that themselves. However, I'm hearing that when he works, when he talks with people, when he does things, people ask him questions and he answers it. And they said, wow, I want to do a story on this. And he said, well, nothing's come out. So if you do a story, it's going to look like you're reaching. But now that all of this information is out, a story is going to come out. Jeffree Star confirmed a lot of the information that will be said. So that is what I am predicting. We're going to see more that's coming out. This is a Scorpio's revenge. You do not want to get stung by a fucking Scorpio. They wait. Scorpios wait. They wait. They wait. And he waited. 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 He's behind it. Indirectly. And in a way where it doesn't come back to him that he was like behind it. But it's just more so like, well, he did this and that, but you didn't hear it from me. And because what he said was so controversial, it's like, well, there's nothing out there to prove it. But now they exposed themselves by themselves, by the way. It's like Jeffree Star's like, damn, they're just doing the work for me. They're just fucking their life up for me. And when this information comes out by this chick, we're not going to hear from Jeffree Star either. He's going to be mute when all this drama comes out. He's only going to be promoting his makeup. He's going to be very mute. Will Jeffree Star ever speak on the information that's going to come out? And I feel like the information is going to come out on Manny Mua and Laura Lee. They're going to be caught in the most fire. Will Jeffree Star speak on the drama that's going to come out? Five of Pentacles. He's not going to do it right away. Because it's like, well, you're racist too, so don't try to gloat in this. So he's not going to say anything right away. Five of Pentacles. But he will. When the drama dies down, he'll bring it up and have the last word. Damn. Wow. So, Jeffree Star turned into Cersei Lannister, guys. And she blew up the sept, sipped her wine, walked up the aisle, sat on the Iron Throne, and long may she reign. And Cersei's queen right now on the Game of Thrones show. We ain't gotta like her. A lot of people don't like her, but you can't say that bitch is not the queen. So guys, that is just what I'm seeing intuitively. So here's my opinion on the matter. I will say that all of them have said things that I do not agree with. All of them, you know, it got under my skin and I unfollowed all of them. Like, let's just keep it 1,000. And I don't even know if I went around to following them again. But what I will say is I respect Gabriel's apology because he didn't make excuses. He didn't say Alabama and I was born in Alabama. So he didn't blame his entire neighborhood to why he was saying ignorant shit. Laura Lee blamed the entire existence of Alabama, but Gabriel never did that. So I can honestly respect his apology and I can accept it. Do I have to support what he does? Do I have to follow him? Do I have to do all of that? No. However, I respect his bravery. And he was the one that was caught in the fire the most by putting himself in it, by the way. However, he apologized. Hopefully in the future, he knows to just drink water and mind his business. That way he don't get caught up in bullshit, because it's not cute when you become a mean girl. It's not cute when you play the villain sometimes. It's just best to keep quiet. It's best to just let things happen. So Gabriel said his apology. Moving on. Nikita Dragun, my opinion on Nikita Dragun, all honesty, I mean, it's fake to me. It is fake, but at the end of the day, I wasn't really like on her channel like that anyway. So this doesn't really break my heart like it does a lot of other people. She's not going to speak on it the way we think she's going to, and she's just going to let her work speak for itself. That's the safest thing she can do. That's the safest thing she can do. And there's not that much dirt on Nikita, that much. But then again, I could be wrong, but more than likely I'm not. It's not enough for people to be like, oh, we're not fucking with her anymore. It's just it's more so I'm gonna keep quiet. So my opinion on Nikita Dragun, your silence is just as loud as making a fake ass apology, fake crying. Okay? And I see you. I think we all do, and you ain't gonna address it, then fine. You're gonna lose subscribers, but not as much as her making excuses. So she's using the tactic of, I'm not even gonna make excuses, I'm not going to address it. And that's it from there. That's how I feel about her, and I don't really have emotions towards her. It's just whatever. When it comes to Laura Lee was always that chick that I couldn't find a reason why I didn't like her. I couldn't find a reason why I couldn't follow her page or follow up with her videos. Y'all ever meet somebody and from the pit of your soul, you just don't vibe with them, but you can't really say why? Because if you do, it looks like you're being messy because maybe that person is nice to everybody else, but your soul is picking up on something that nobody sees but you. So being that I felt that in my gut not to really vibe with her like that in regards to supporting her, I just didn't. She had an eyeshadow palette a couple years ago. I couldn't buy it. There was something about her, I just could not buy it. And then her tweets, in my opinion, were the most vicious. Next to Jeffree Star and what he said in the past, her tweets were the most disrespectful, and it wasn't even that long ago when she said it. So that being said, the fake apology, the fake crying, it was awful. It was just terrible. It was embarrassing and cringy to watch. And I would have respected if she just had an apology like Gabriel, but she didn't. And I don't think she's losing followers because of the racist comments, because Gabriel made racist comments and he is not getting as much backlash because he apologized and came forward. Laura Lee made this terrible apology, and it was 4 minutes long, and it was just ridiculous. So all honesty, I can't support you. I knew from jump I didn't really care for her energy, and I'm moving on from that. If anyone is a Laura Lee fan, Nikita fan, if any of you are fans of these people, this is my opinion. I said what I said, and I'm moving forward. You're entitled to yours, but my opinion is this. Laura Lee, the apology was just very lackluster and it wasn't genuine. Nikita, I peeped that you're staying quiet and not saying anything, but silence is just as loud as saying something. And Gabriel, I can respect that your apology was transparent and you were honest. So that is how I feel. If anybody has an issue with that opinion, I don't really know what to tell you, but that's my opinion on that. Manny Mua, I'm going to say that the apology was very, I'm sorry, but, da, 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 da. So it's just kind of like, so you're apologizing and covering your ass at the same time, basically. And I peeped it. So I didn't like that. And not only that, it was just very, it wasn't genuine to me. So I don't have an opinion on Manny Mua. I just felt like the apology was not genuine. I did like that he addressed that whole situation with that fan where he made a face when he walked past Jeffree Star. I can respect that. I felt like he was telling the truth about that, but I did felt like you were covering your ass along the way because there were some things that you did that were wrong. I don't really have a deep opinion on that too much when it comes to Manny Mua. Now, last but not least, Jeffree Star. My opinion on Jeffree Star is this. I do not agree with what he said in the past, whether it was towards white people, whether it was towards black people, it doesn't matter. It was just very nasty to say. And I understand that people that are very protective of themselves, they say whatever they can say to try to hurt the other person. And unfortunately, it was very nasty what he said, and it's going to follow him for the rest of his life. Do I hate him? I don't have energy to hate somebody that I've never, met. I don't have to like you, but I don't really necessarily hate him. He has made apologies back to back. At first, I just felt like you're just apologizing because you want the black people behind you. You want the black community behind you. At first, that's how I felt. But I did watch the 5-part video, and I can respect his honesty and his transparency and just where he was coming from. Do I agree with what he said? No. Whether it was towards white people, black people, it was still just gross to say, and we just have to be very mindful of what we say to people. However, you apologized, you were honest, you said what you said, you owned up to your part, I can move on. Do I have to like you? Do I have to support you? Do I have to just agree with everything? No, but I can move on from the fact that, unlike Laura Lee, you were very transparent and you didn't blame California, Alabama, you didn't blame Kentucky. You owned up to your shit. So with that, I can move on. But back to the reading, Jeffree Star, I see you, bitch. I see you, honey. I see you. Scorpio at its finest. I called it out. I said what I said. The reading is over. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. This was a very fun video for me to do because I never do readings on YouTube stars. I just felt like because it's shaking Twitter right now, why not talk about it? So again, thank y'all so much. I love you. I already said that. And I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.